Thanks for staying with us. Now, this afternoon, Ireland take on Italy in a Six Nations clash here at home.
Young Tommy is at the Aviva Stadium this morning. Are you there, Tommy? Come in.
I am indeed. Now, don't get me wrong, while it is nice to be so close to where the action will be happening later on this afternoon, let's face it, you've seen all this before countless times, haven't you? So we decided to give you an access all areas pass behind the scenes here at the Aviva Stadium to see the bits you don't normally get to see on the telly. Have a look.
It's almost a decade since the Aviva Stadium began to rise from the rubble of the old Lansdowne Road. That distinctive design has helped give it its own identity. Martin Murphy, the man who runs the Aviva, tells us more.
It's amazing, we think of this place, it's more than just a sports stadium now, it's sort of part of the landscape of the city, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has changed things around this part of Dublin. There's a lot more events, the events are bigger. We've had a big impact on the local community in terms of employment. The old stadium had a wonderful atmosphere, and I think it did take a little while for that atmosphere to be regained, but certainly some of the major events that we've had recently, it's got its own feel, and it certainly keeps that atmosphere that we wanted.
So you're going to give us a sense, Martin, of what the players experience for a big Six Nations game when they come to the stadium, get ready to go on the field.
Sure, let's go.
The team bus pulls up just metres from the players' entrance. Following in the footsteps of Johnny Sexton and co, Martin shows me to that most sacred spot, the dressing rooms.
The inner sanctum.
This is it.
It looks brilliant. Palatial.
Fantastic. You can imagine the atmosphere here on match day.
Can you imagine just the last 20 minutes before a game? This is where Joe Schmidt will be saying his last few words. Players sitting around nervously.
They can do their warm-ups here. We've got medical beds for strapping and for massage. We've got a team manager's room. We've got an analysis suite, and then we've got a hydrotherapy suite as well.
Here's where the players hit the showers after the game, and while this may look like a fancy spa, this hydrotherapy pool is chilled to 4 degrees to ease those aching muscles. And for those final pre-match preparations,
the warm-up area here, where the teams come in and the players will warm up and they'll do drills. You can imagine the atmosphere in here. When they're in and they're just ready to get out.
I'd say they're caged in here, adrenaline pumping.
Yeah. So it's been designed so that they can do lineouts, and I don't know what else goes on in here because it's team space, but it's a facility that they can use for last minute stuff before they go out.
This is literally where the last minute preparations are done before any big match.
putting your body on the line is all part of the job for these players, and the stadium is ready in case the worst happens.
Martin, this is one place where no player wants to end up on match day.
Yeah.
The medical room.
Yeah, absolutely. But we have fantastic facilities here, and we've got great medical backup, so there's a lot of specialists involved. A lot of treatment areas, as you can see around the room. We have a nurse here, Liz Doyle, who's on duty for every match and coordinates all of the needs of the doctors and the players.
It's like a mini hospital. It even smells like a hospital in here.
It's very well equipped. We also have an X-ray room that's a lead-lined room. X-ray equipment means that X-rays can be done and read on the spot.
This can be a pretty tense spot too. The press conference room caters for up to 200 journalists to ask those tough post-match questions. But now for the bit I was really looking forward to.
Okay, Martin, this is where things get really tense. The players tunnel just before they go out onto the field. I'd imagine the emotions are pretty high in this place on match day.
Yeah, it's the tension is palpable. You can see it in their body language. There isn't a sound here. They're ready to go, ready to do the business.
Well, listen, I've always wanted to do this, so humour me for a moment, Martin, while I just walk out onto the Aviva pitch.
Martin, you've really put us in the mood. You give us a glimpse behind the scenes. I'm really and truly in the mood for this Six Nations Championship. Come on, Ireland.
They give me chills.
Oh, listen, and it's lovely to get to see behind the scenes of the Aviva, isn't it?
Tommy's acting gave me chills.
That's
The
Irish.
puff of the chest when he
He
came
did
out,
enjoy
honestly.
that, didn't he?
But walking out there, representing your country in any capacity, incredible. I mean, he
Oh,
wasn't,
absolutely
but it would be
incredible.
amazing.
Did you say you had a little scoop there on Tommy, by the way?
Well,
You know, if he had that scoop on one of us, like, he wouldn't be
yeah,
keeping it to himself.
Tommy and I have mutual friends that we
Yeah.
didn't know, but Tommy tread the boards back in the day.
Should we be talking about it when he's not here?
Oh,
Yeah,
he's well able
absolutely.
to defend
He's on-
himself.
So Tommy apparently, I think it was UCD he went to, wasn't it? And he was a member of the Dramsoc and he did a couple of productions. And I have photographs,
Brilliant.
which I'm going to show you next week when
Okay,
he's here
well,
to defend
let's do
himself.
it when he's here.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, so we can laugh
So we
together.
get double,
we can laugh
yeah,
at him.
the value out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Laugh
exactly.